No, the switch. Let's use 26. There's what 20. Look at no the router use 26 21. Right, so for the switch you use 2900 series. Let's use 26 or 2900 series for the switch. You get. When you use 29, that's 2900 series. 2960, right? So let me see. Which one is this? Uh, so let's use 2960. So let's use 2960. Let's use 2960. So it's similar to what you're doing, right? So here, so that's what you're setting up. So one port of this cable, this network cable connects to this switch, right? So then you come four computers. That's what you do here. Four computers will be connected to this. You can even decide to even create three VLANs if you want. You can create three VLANs. That means you can bring like six computers instead of just four that we did here. Right. So, but the point is, at least you understand what we did now. So it's just the configuration of the command that I'll need to tell you, right? Hmm? No, this will be connected to the switch first. So it's the switch. We've not gone to the router. No, I didn't get you. Yeah. It can be desktop. It can be laptop. You can. So there's a packet tracer. Let me share this one to the group, right? That one is advanced. I think it's similar to what Mr. Bolaji was using the other time, right? So the one I even have, I think, is a bit higher than that one. So you can use it. See that design? That's what he shared to the group, right? With this one, you can use it to. It has more functions than this one, but it's more advanced. So let me just share it. So if you need to install it, you let me know. So I'll just guide you. All those colors, the best, a whole lot. And it has more devices, printers, iPad, different. So I don't know if I kept it. Let me just I think let's go. Okay, I've seen it. Don't download and install now. Just keep it. Alright. So how far? You're done. You continue now. You don't need to even wait for it. Just use your straight through cable, connect the four computers, one computer from the switch. So whatever, if you're using F0/24 to connect to the router, you can decide to use F0/5. So you are the one building the network. This is like you are the administrator of this network. Understand? Let me charge this one. So how far? Oh, you started. All right. So let's go on. So hit enter. It's telling you whenever you see hit enter. right? So just hit enter, you see it. Have you seen it? Right, so how far? We are doing 6, right? Nice one. You are accessing the switch. You see the switch on the router? We have to access switch, not router. I don't know what we are accessing the switch. We've not configured this is the router. We've not done anything on the router. We are configuring the switch. So take note. 20, 29, 60, abi? Yes. From the router to the switch. No, no, no. From the switch to the router. No, we are using F0. We are not using console. You see, it's the same thing now. What we are doing is the same thing you are doing here. You are using the same straight through. From this switch to this router, you are using the same cable. From this switch to the router, I mean, from this switch to the router, then from your switch to your computer, you use this cable now, right? So it's the same thing. That's what we are simulating. F0 so you can decide to use any of the either F0/0 or F0/1. So, but take note of the label of the ports. See, this thing that we are doing is the same thing with Zoom, so just think, same thing we are doing. Same thing with here. So, no. It's them, not like we are connecting. That's why we are bringing ourselves here. What we have here, see now, when I access this switch, I use this cable. So everything that I'm doing here is the same thing. That's why if you understand this, it's the same thing you do. So I use this cable to access this switch configured. While you up connected to this switch via this cable. So this is me here now, right? This is me. Let me show you. So this is me here. This is my laptop. I connected to this switch via this cable, right? So that's what I did. So you all now connected to the switch that I configured. I configured in and I'm the network administrator. Look at the different ports, right? So now what you do now, you bring all the computers and use your straight cable to connect to. So you don't need to. What you're showing is as if you are. So just do. I've explained to you now. Do a quiz. If you understand. To call up another computers. So you never call off your. No, I don't. Star. Well, this picture is straight to also. It's straight to cable now. This one is not straight to. Which he has not added computers. That one is just to configure. You get what I'm saying? That one is just to configure. You need to configure the switch for the first time. You need a management cable. You are going to be accessing the switch via his management ports. So that's what he's doing, and that's what I did. I access the switch. Then he will see he's calling up computer. Not like he doesn't know what to do, but I don't know, maybe he was waiting for me to tell him do it. Right. So you connect these computers now to the switch. That's all. Then from this computer now, you will now configure VLAN and all the VLAN names and all of those parameters. Then from here now, right, so all these other computers, what you will do here is to assign IP addresses. Right. So there was something I wanted to do, right? So is either I was thinking maybe we should just change let VLAN 10 have a separate network address. We're using a separate network address. Then VLAN 20 use a separate network address. So all of this design and physics, we shall be fast. So you go into the switch, Mr. Balaji Alpha. You go into the switch. You are using your yes, that's the cable now. So that's from the console. When you want to connect, when you want to configure, Maybe you forgot. I think you were the one that you were the first to finish that day. Sef. So I will S232 when you want to configure the router, the switch, via the management, the console port. So you use RS232. That's the COM port you get. If you use a different port, you will not have access to the command line. You've gotten access, right? Yeah. All right. So first thing is to go into the. We did not configure. I didn't configure. It's because I was just doing it. So you will configure host name, right? So you're going to configure host name, configure password, host name and password. You configure. So no need for banner. You get. So these are the things because you are going to save this work. We'll work on it with because when we leave here now, you will not have access to my switch. So, but it's the same thing, right? So you configure what again? The port security as well. So that's why you need to save it. Do all the necessary parameters. You will configure telnets on the switch as well. You get so in case somebody wants to remotely access, you can have access. So you don't need to be using your management cable anymore. You get so Mr. Okay, you are creating two VLANs, right? VLAN one and VLAN. I don't know, but you are creating two VLANs. So three computers, that's okay. So do your own. Don't forget if you can try to even create three VLANs. You get so it's just different. Because it's network address that you'll be using. Don't use 62, use a separate network address. Switch to router. You connected switch to router already now. You connected switch to, I think I saw switch. Faster than it's the same. Let me, you see this question you just asked me now. I'm telling you, this thing that we did here. Look at it, Mr. Boladi. This thing that we did, the same thing you are doing there. So which cable is this? This is not the same straight cable that they use to connect to all their computers. So it's the same thing you will use to connect to this router. So that's why I say I don't need to. If you understand this, it will be very easy to replicate it here. That's why I had to take time to explain this what we design here, physical design. You get so we are using the same straight through cable, the network cable from the switch to so which port now? Which port is this? This is fast Ethernet port or gigabyte port. So you use the FCL. So the console port is somewhere here. We didn't use the console port. It's not console port, right? So whenever I want to use connect to console port, when we are using the console cable. So you can't use a network cable to connect to the console port. It doesn't make any sense. So not. So where are you not going to where are you going to connect the other end? So you get so once you just understand this. So what you are doing there. So that's why I wanted just replicate it. Even though you've not done it before, since you know all the arrangements, I mean you understand this and you know all of these cables, you can begin to fly. Mr. What are you doing? I don't know. So what do you want to configure? Just tell me. VLAN. So why not start by creating a host name? So let's start by creating a host name. So Mr. Desmond, you create a host name, give it a host name. If you want to start by creating password first, if you want to start by setting up password first, no, not do host name. Please, you don't if you don't get one, you have to wait for like 10 seconds. Host name space, give it the name that you want. No, just chill. It will take some time. You get so just give it host name space. Yes. This one that I'm going to say it now, we'll do it. The VLAN is no big deal. It's just these ones that we've done before. You get so the VLAN is just VLAN space 20 or VLAN 10. Then enter name space the name you want to give it. Then now go into the interface. No. I'm talking about we will come to that. I'll just do the initial confirmation first. So hit enter, just hit enter. No, I don't think so. Just hit enter. Or you press Ctrl C. Press Ctrl C if it will work. Just give it. When a router like you want burst in brain, and most times that's where you see that you're giving the router commands that it doesn't even know. Let's say the command again. For host name. For what? When you generated the option. Oh, you want to start configuring VLAN? Okay, have you configured host name as enable secrets? If you don't enable secret, thank you. So VLAN space. Which ID do you want to give? How many VLAN are you creating? Two or three? Computers. So you are using four computers. So let's say VLAN space. Which ID do you want to give it? So you want to give it 200 for VLAN, 30 for VLAN, 100, VLAN 100 and VLAN 200. So it's your choice. So VLAN space, the number. Then you now hit enter. You now say name space, give a space. Then you now type the exact VLAN name you want to configure. Oh, it's like you just woke up. So are you on this mode? Welcome. Welcome. So host name now. Host name space, Mr. Okay, you've given host name. Right, so use your own host name. Host name give his own network partition. Right, so host name space. What name do you want to give the switch? You can do enable secrets. Have you done enable secrets? You done enable secrets. So enable space secret space your password. You see why you don't have to forget this. You have to practice. I'm coming. I'm coming. Sorry. Eh? Eh? Enable secret. Enable space secrets. Then your password. You understand? So what's the update? Yeah, you said wait. Name. The name you want to give it. But that's all now. Enter. Eh? You put your password. You know it is. You know the password is case sensitive. So whatever you are typing, take note of it. Hmm? No, no, give it your own name, host name. Oh. Don't give it. In fact, it's not. It's a crime to even use it. Are you in his network? So give it your own name. So even though you are following his pattern, give it your own name. So let's do telnet. Let's just set up telnet. So line VTY 0 space 4. So take note of your password. You know me, I didn't save on this switch because I don't want it. I can even erase all of the configuration, but your own you have to do right or copy one stats on your own. Line VTY space 0 space 4. So where are you now? You've configured the second one. You have to create another VLAN. Yes, now. VLAN with a different ID, VLAN 200 or VLAN anything on it. 0 space, give a space then 4. It depends. 4. If you want not more than 5 users to connect to the network, you can do it on it's on global mode now. No, you didn't do why you need to do to see or do is to no, let's look at this one first. Just type line VTY space 0 space 4. There's no hyphen now, Mr. Ahmed. There's no hyphen. Give a space now. 4. Hit enter. Let's see what Mr. Desmond is saying. Are you giving him inspiration, Mr. Desmond? So what's this? Line space VTY. Line space VTY. That's this thing. So you say password space. Just go back. Password space. Yes. You want to initiate it. Want to set up a password now. So go back to your where are you taking us to now? This passport. Not saying passport. I saw passport. Password though. Then what password do you want to give it? So just set up the password. Abeg. So that's all now. Login. So the line console. Let's do the line console. Did you do line console? You configured line console, right? So line console. Because we are security guys, whatever I do, whether because I was just testing. That's why I didn't do all of those passwords. If you are doing this, imagine you called you. Imagine, okay, have you not gone to driving? You want to test all these VI, how do you do roadworthy or something? They will tell you to want to test your car and everything. They will tell you enter the vehicle, like test or want to confirm. Yes, to confirm your certificate before they give you your driver's license. You say enter. When you enter, you just go start engine. You never wear driver seat belt. The first thing oga come down. Na fine. You go wear seat belt first before you start it. So even though we know where we dey go, first do the security. Let's be security conscious. We are security guys. So we will first do security before we go to VLAN. Let's not just go and start configuring VLAN. Let's just do one or two security, first level security. So that's what we are doing. That's why I say we should never do banner. We are not configuring IP address, just that security. Enable secret and GTY and telnet, and it's very helpful. If anybody wants to connect, or even you too, for security reasons, you too, Oga, be authenticated before you have access. Yes. Which one? Line enable secret or I mean line console or what? Mhm. Yes. Line GTY, you add login. So after you password, added login. Let me see. Okay. So line console space zero. Then are you on the same page? Line console space zero. Hmm? Eh? Line console, line space console space zero. Now, yes. Don't allow him to go. I want him to reflect, but it's like he's too sure. He wants to confuse us. So password space, then give it a password. Same login. If I just say let's go to VLAN now, tomorrow now, but that's not the best way. So let's do this. Then login. So now let's get to VLAN. So let's start configuring our VLAN. So exit from this mode. Exit. So now you know the VLAN you want to configure. So VLAN space. Yeah, so VLAN space. Which VLAN? Give it a number. VLAN what? Is it VLAN 10 or VLAN 20? Hmm? Login. Once you go login, just enter exit. Then you go back to normal global mode, the default global mode. Uh, name. Set up a name, Mr. After VLAN 10, you give it a name, right? No, use your. You don't have to. It's doing. You want to use 10, but I want everybody to use different, something different. But it's your network though. So not like you can reach it. It's the computers in your network that you are simulating. So have you checked do show VLAN? Have you seen the two VLANs you created? Well, you've seen their names, right? That's fine. Eh? You use your own. Use 100 now. Use 100 now. Space the name. You see now, assuming you did not put hyphen here to tell you that it's wrong. It's meant to be one word. Right? So then you create another VLAN. Then you say VLAN space, that's VLAN ID now, VLAN 20 or VLAN 100. You know, if you use VLAN 20, you don't need to use VLAN 20, use something like VLAN 21. So you can use 100 or even use 200, there's 500 too. So let me I didn't get to. No, try it, you should work. VLAN, no, you've not added VLAN no, ID now, the number, VLAN space, the number you only So you're using 20 and 10, right? So name. You do show now to confirm. Continue. Don't be afraid. Do show to confirm. So just continue. Give it a name now. Are you on the same page? You just give a name and use a different name. A different name. Then you say do show villain to confirm those two. Why you are creating villain is you are creating. So what you do is just up arrow key, then change that one to whatever ID 50, right? So then name space. Are they not the same name? Okay. So exit. Yes, do show because you're in the global mode. Say do show VLAN. That's all. So you've seen the two VLANs you created. Are you seeing your what's the issue? You give it a name. You say enter. Then you now give it a name. So you just give it a name. Yes, namespace. Which name do you want to give that ID or the VLAN you just created? Yes. Then you create another VLAN. Probably you give it space. You're not supposed to give space. Like so, did you give? You're not supposed to give. You do hyphen to connect them. This is how you want to do your department. So if you give a space to not worry, just like when we are setting up host name, after you say host name, you say Ikeja branch. You do not put hyphen between Ikeja and branch. It will not accept it. So it's one word. VLAN, the next VLAN, you've only created one now. So VLAN, another VLAN, that's so. So let's see. Oh no, we are simulating, so it doesn't take text. So it's only when we are here. How far you've done all yours now? Have you attached? You want to attach ports now to VLAN, right? That's what is left. But you created the two VLANs. So now let's attach. Have you created the two VLANs? Do show VLAN now. You've seen the two VLANs you created. So now let's say, so go into the interface. So I don't know the ports that you connected those cables to. So you two can confirm. I don't know, Mr. Men, please, you have to be with us. So come to your, come to this place. Eh? Okay, save first. It's better we save. Anything can happen. So let's save. My own, I did save. Ah, you want to shut down too? Do shut. Do right. Yes, yes. Do right. Do right. Imagine. You see, you need to go and practice. Look at this man. You see, shut down. Don't shut down your house. Do right now. When you want to bring up a port, you want to enable the port on your router, just say no shutdown. Alright, so you saved now. Alright, so let's see your all of these ports that I use. I really don't know, right? So, but you can confirm by taking your mouse to this switch. Don't click on it, please. Just close it. Just place your mouse there, right? You see the ones that are up. One, two, three, up, right? Two, three, four, up, right? So then seven, eight, nine, up. That means cables are connected to those ports, and it's active. The computers are up too, right? So now, what do we want to do now? So we want to attach this port to particular a certain VLAN. So all of these ports. So we can decide not to even do. We can say we want to use 237 or 27 something. You get. But if you want to do 2 to 4, it's fine. So let's just do 2 to 4, right? 2 to 4 is 3 now. Why 6, 7 to 9 is still three interfaces. So it doesn't apply to everyone. That's why I'm using this one to explain. But do you understand, Mr. Desmond? Right, so we have computers connected to the switch. How many computers do you have? How many VLANs are you creating? Created two, and you're okay with it. So you're not creating one more. You're cool with that too. Eh? Eh? You can add, yes, you can have 20, you can have 30 like that. You can even on your own later create more VLANs and add more, attach more ports. Maybe that currently maybe if assuming is in your office now, you can say, oh, I think we are adding one printer or something. I don't want people to have access. As the administrator, you can only route to the VLAN you want to be having access to. That's the essence of that routing on the stick. You say, I want to route to VLAN 4 because the printer is connected to VLAN 4. You too want to be able to print. You get. So that's maybe one if manager called or procurement manager called and say, please, I can't print you. He said, what's going on? He said, I don't know what you just quickly route his. You do not tell him what's going on. Right? So you just quickly route his the VLAN that is currently on and the VLAN that the printer is attached to. Just go and either you add or you just attach. Either you route or you just attach that printer's port to that VLAN for that moment. Once it's done printing, then you remove it. So you are the one managing the network. So that's why you can decide to disable or shut down any VLAN or any interface you want. So now, based on what I explained here now, so you go on now, you decide. You have 2, 3, 4 here, right? You have 7, 6, 7, I mean, 7, 8, 9. So you check your own, know how many ports are in use, right? So you attach, so know how many ports are in use. 1, 1 to 6. So, but you are segmenting the network now. You are partitioning the network. So now you now decide how many ports do I want to add to. You have VLAN 40 and VLAN 60, right? So do I want to add 1, 2, 3 to VLAN 60, then 4, 5, 6 to. So that's what you will do. You get. So now you do. So now go back to the our configuration. So now so interface range make sure you are in the default global mode. If not, it will not work. Right, so interface range, right? So interface range. So what next? Space F0 slash your range. So your range is from 1 to 3, right? So you know your range, right? So interface space range space. It's fine. It's even better. Later you can even add pointer to that first. No, 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 no. It's on the switch. Oh. It's the switch. Forget what you have on the computer. How many ports are you use? 1 to 6 now. You want to 7 before? Only 2 to 7. It's 2. Because 1 is connected to the router. That's why you can. The router is on. So you have 2 to 7. So that means you will do I don't know which one is connected to 2, which one is connected to 3, so you confirm that. You get to confirm this one is connected to 2, this one is connected. At times you can even at times hold on first, sorry. At times you can even set up the VLAN before you start connecting the computers. That will even help you to understand better. Yes, now is now understand that's what I'm saying. You want to attach two ports to a particular VLAN. So you are indicating those two ports. So is this network? No, the next one you do 7 to, even though they are not, it's not like they are not, no computer is connected. If you connect a computer to this switch, the port becomes off. It's not like a router. Not like a Cisco router. Even though you connect a computer to the Cisco router that like this port, if you've not configured it, you show down. Your own will be showing down. It will still it will show up. It will be up. So forget what understand what I'm explaining. Forget what you that you are close to me, right? So you are not using the same. Your own is 3 2 3. So it's not it's using 1 to 1 to 6. I mean 1 to. And so you cannot do interface range F0/1 to 3. That's all. So you can use your own interface range F0/1 to 2 because your own is just 4. So your own you can say interface range F0/2 to no not the 7 is for the 6 now. No, 2 to 7. 2 3 4. 2 3 4. Right? So you say interface range F0/0 2 to 4, right? So those for one of the VLAN. So that means 3 computers want to be on one VLAN. So the next time when you are adding again, you will now be 4 4 5 6 5 6 7. Yes, 5 6 7. You understand? So that's what it will be. You get so let's go on now. Eh? I don't understand. No, that's the next that's where we are doing this now. If you are on this page, then we can shoot. Eh? No, it's not that one is not there. I've said this before, like his network. Because that is the administrator say he knows what is in his hand, you know the computers that he wants to attach. So your own is 2 to 3 or 4. You have 6. So even we were suggesting 3 since you have 6 computers, that's why we're even suggesting 2 to 4. Because it will be 3. 2 to 4 is 3. So your own to be interface range F0/2 space hyphen space 4. Physically. If you're accessing it most of the times you use this. Yes. So sometimes it depends on how you access it. At times you will need to if you have remote access. So you can if you want to use cable fine, don't use you can use a network cable. So if it's a router, you know the IP address of that port because without IP address you can't have access to a router remotely. Remotely, eh? You can still access, but it will request for password. So there are different levels of passwords. So you're there now. So now switch ports access VLAN. The VLAN you want to attach those ports to. Switch port access VLAN. Access VLAN. Just what it's typing. See what it's typing. No, there's a space. Space. Hold on, before you even hit enter, right? So erase the 10. Just do shift question mark. You will see. because router is to tell you to look at the range of VLAN. That is VLAN ranges from 1 to 1005 that you can use. So you already know what you created. So in router, when you're configuring Cisco router, if you want to configure IP address, if you've forgotten what to type next, just do shift question mark. It will tell you option, will give you options or hints of the next possible commands that should be typed. You get. So that's why I just say you should do this. As when you do the shift question mark here from here, you show you VLAN or something. You get. So it will show you VLAN or something that needs to be typed. Alright. So so let's shoot. The one is I don't know how you're attaching it to, but just understand what we are doing. You get. So that's why I say we should do something different. Right. So he's attaching to 1 to 6 to VLAN 10. Right. So you can attach it to a different. So now the next one is um exit from this mode. Then let's do it again. So I want us to be on the default global mode. Eh? Yeah, so interface range. So you just add the interface, that's all. So switch ports, the same command now. So I don't need to tell you again. Switch port access VLAN. You know what to do now. Mr. Aziz. This thing went off, right? My configuration don't go. the switch. The switch went off. That's everything I've done. Done off. But I don't really don't want to. I don't want to change. The same thing. The same thing. Yeah, the same thing. So just type your after you do that, just type your switch port access VLAN. It's the same thing. What is different is just the range and the VLAN ID. You can see now do show VLAN. So do show VLAN. Hit enter. Space bar. So go to the next page. So that's all. So now let me show you how in fact if out of everything we've done here, if something that will come up in the future, because this VLAN you can easily remember based on because you're doing it, even though you might want to take time to go back to the command if you notice if you've taken note of it. One thing you would definitely I want to say this, but I've said it before. I want you to remember because sometimes when we are in forum with IT guys, there are certain things like so we believe that we don't need to tell you or you should know. We've learned the difference between a switch and a router. Routers, their ports are logical. I'm saying something right. So I want us to take note of it. Let it just stick, right? So routers, their ports are logical. Switches, their ports are hardware based. They are physical, not like physical, not like the two are not physical devices. I mean their behavior, their characters, right? So now routers, you can easily configure IP addresses on routers, right? So because it's logical. So routers accept IP addresses. Switch, this is a dummy switch. So this is the dummy switch. It is not a managed switch. It's not a managed switch. It's not a configurable switch. This is not a dummy switch. This one here. This one here is a managed switch. That's why we're using this to access it. It has console ports. That's why take note of this. Now, you see this VLAN that we configured now. Because this is not a managed switch. You can't configure VLAN on this. This is not a managed switch. We can't configure VLAN on this. So if you want to extend a particular VLAN from a port, let's say this is from port 1 to, we only assign VLAN port 1 to, assign port 2, 1 to 3 to VLAN 20. We'll just connect one cable from port 1 and connect here. All these are on the same VLAN. VLAN 10 or VLAN what was those ports that were assigned because that cable came from here. So when you connect here, you are on the same VLAN with us. Take note, right? You're on the same VLAN, right? So now, where I'm heading to now, when you can't configure IP address here by default, you can't even configure this one. You can't configure IP address on this by default, right? So now, for you to configure IP address on a Cisco switch or on a managed switch, by default, you can't configure. So you have to disable that switch ports mode. You say no switch ports. Very that thing has I've seen like I've I've seen someone sweating because of that. No, it is it's a technical, it's very simple, but it's you knowing it. Yeah, so you want to configure, you are trying to configure IP address on a switch port. Interface F0/24, enter IP address incorrect command. So let's try it. Let's do interface F0/24. Let's do interface, let's do it together. We don't have anything attached to, you don't have anything attached to F0/24. Do we have? If you have, don't do it. So interface. So now do IP space address. That's the way we do assign IP address to a switch. I mean to a switch to a router, right? So IP. Why are you adding do? This your do is getting too much. This is do is getting too much. So IP space address. You can decide not to even add the address in. Just say ADD. IP space address space 192.168.10. So just give it any IP. You can give your own 192.168. Give it any IP of your choice. If you want to use class B, fine. You want to use class C, you want to use class A. So give it any IP address. So it's using so anything. Give your own. Don't look at. Just give it. So then what next? After you give an you configure IP address, what next? Subnet mask. So enter the subnet mask. So class C, right? What I'm saying space zero dot zero. It is not subnetted, right? So because zero ends the subnet mask. So hit enter. Hit enter. See invalid input. Not like the command is not correct. Take note. As I say, you can sweat, you can spend like a whole day. At times when you go to Google, you might you will read it and you will read it too, but you will not understand because it's kind of it's easy but it's technical somehow. So it's just understand that on switches, that's what you need to switches, their ports are on switch mode. You can't configure IP address on that switch. I shall have encountered one at Fidelity Bank. I've encountered this. Not me personally, someone that was sent. So the guy almost left me. So so now for you to now configure IP address for this port, you are still in this interface mode, right? You say no switch ports. So let's configure no switch ports. Let's type no switch ports. Just use your tab key. Hold on, just use your tab key. Let's help you to complete it. Configure now. So no switch ports. Did you press tab key? Right, so shift question mark first. Let's see if there's any other thing. So no switch ports. So as we are seeing CRO, it means that uh, as we there's CRO, that means we can end the command there. But hit enter now because there's no CRO, you will get an error message. So hit enter. So incomplete. As we there's CRO, means that you can decide to end the command that way. So that's the essence of that shift question mark. So now no switch port mode. No switch port mode. So up arrow key again now. No switch port mode. You can press enter now. In fact, press the up arrow key again. Give a space, shift question mark. You see what I was talking about. Give a space now. Shift question mark. Give a space. What did you press? And you see CR. This it has ended. Right? So even though you see other options, but when you see CRO, it means that you can still decide to end that command because there's CRO there. I think last I was trying to remember, I'm not remember, maybe carriage return. We can just Google it, but I think it means carriage or something return. But I know that arrow is return, but I can't really recall. But when you see it, you know that it's carry over. So, so let's so no switch port mode. No, hit enter now. So now do IP space address space. Just use up arrow key if you don't want to be typing. Mr. Bolaji, you're not typing anymore. You're lost. So enter. Right. So do an exit first. You are together with us now. Alright, so IP space. Okay, what is the IP space ADD? No, type interface. You're out of the interface. Hold on. No. Let's go back to that interface. Interface F0/4 IP space address. So now give the IP address. Hmm? Hmm? So with the subnet mask. Yes. Hit enter. Um okay. IP interface F0. Okay, we're still in interface now. Type no again. No shift question mark. No. No shift question mark. If there's a command, there's something missing. No switch. No switch. Yes, so no switch. Just type switch. Then you put shift question mark. Just shift question mark. Maybe you're in a different mode. So no switch shift question mark. Right? It helps you know shift question mark now again. Right? So no switch. Hold on. No, no switch ports. Hold on. Okay, no switch port access. Let's do shift question mark on access. I want to be sure of the command. Access. Then shift question mark. Shift question. Okay, that's all right. No, hold on. No, let's Mr. No switch port access. So this one is when we want to attach to VLAN, so it might not work. So remove that access. Shift question mark again. Right. So now hold on. No. Let's see. It's no switch port. Continue. Mode. Use mode. Shift question mark. Always give a space. Alright. So that's all. Hit enter. Okay. Maybe because of the switch we are using is a layer 2 switch. It's a layer 2 switch. So come here. No, no, no. It's working now. It's working. No, it's working. No, it's working. No, it's not working. Yes. So come here now. Let's confirm. So I think it's layer 3. Come here. Which switch are we using? Minimize. Minimize. So call up a switch. Call up a new switch. You can close the door now for the AC to call up a new switch. So let's use this one. Let's use a 3560 switch. Right? So just one switch. So let's all call up a switch. Then connect just one console, one computer. The console batteries for me now. So we are using a console cable to connect just one computer. Get. Okay. Enter. We are in the so EN just go straight to configure terminal interface F0/24. Configure terminal. So interface. Are you sure you are doing what I don't know, minimize because I took my eyes off the screen. So I don't know what you are accessing the new switch, right? Using a new computer you bought out. So okay, continue. So interface F0 slash 24. Enter. So no switch ports. No, no, no. It was on switch. Okay, it is already on switch port. So we say no switch port. Alright, so no switch port. No switch port mode now. It should work even on that other one. So hit enter. Um, you made a mistake in your switch. You didn't spell it well. See that arrow? You can't move it that way. Continue. You can't move it that way. You would have just used arrow keys like Kali. No switch ports. Shift question mark. Okay, continue. 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 Switch no switch port mode. Alright, so now type IP space address space. I want to confirm something here. If it doesn't work, I'll tell you what. So IP space address space 192.168 dot just any IP. Hold on, no. Type switch ports. Switch ports. Shift question mark. No, don't hit enter. Switch ports. Hit enter. So configure IP address. IP space address space 192 space 168. Let me this that switch is still on the right. Yeah, Mr. Z, this switch is still on. So let me access it. Alpha, Mr. Ahmed. Those switch ports load. Ah, I did it worked here now. So go back, go up. Just say no switch ports. No, go back. No switch ports. Erase this one. Hit enter. So type the IP address. It worked on my it worked on this 192 any IP. It has worked. Okay, I think it was that mode. It was that mode, right? The mode that we added. So take note of this. Thank God we encountered this error. Right? So if I had just said it, maybe we wouldn't have practiced, right? So switch ports. So there's no need adding mode. I think it was that mode that we were adding. That's why we couldn't configure because that mode now is like setting up VLAN, trunking and the likes, right? So just take note of very yeah. So all right. So okay, that one we're working on, right? So okay, let's try it on this one. So let's try it. Let's all try it on the one we're working on. So interface F0 slash F4. No, continue. No switch ports. Just do no switch ports. Continue now. Eh? Where are you? Interface F0 slash. So I want to confirm if it is a layer 3 switch. Eh? Incomplete. So it's not complete. That's what it's telling you. It's not like you don't have it. Yeah, so that means we can only do that on the layer 3 switch. Yeah, so that's what I want to confirm. That's what I thought would be the issue. But that's now discovered that it's mode. So you see the difference between a layer. So that's why I think we should use the 26. No. It's not a dummy switch. We will not use it. We use another manage switch, but it's a layer two. So this is a layer three. What's the function of a router? Router is logical. Router needs IP address to send packets from one network. So it's working. That's why we call it layer three switch. So it has some of the functionalities of a router. So that's why we could configure IP address on this one. But on the layer two switch, even though it's managed switch, you cannot configure IP address. You understand? So there are some shoot question mark you will do here. There are some shoot question mark you do here you will not see. No, eh? For if you need to configure IP address, configure IP address. So take note of that. So if you are asked, right? So one of the function difference between a layer two switch or similarities between a layer three switch or a Cisco router. So on a Cisco layer three switch or not even use Cisco on a layer three switch, right? No, routers operate at layer three, switches operate at layer two. That's their difference. So when you now hear layer three switch, right? So one of the similarities is that on a layer three switch you can configure IP address. On a layer three switch we can do routing. OSI model, OSI model. Yeah, so you can do routing on layer three switch as well. So that's why you have this switch. But when I tried the command here, one and it went. So I just felt okay, should just identify the error. No, leave it. So I intentionally say we should use this actually because the router will do the routing. So that's why I say we should leave the router. When we bring the router, the router will do some of the things that this switch can do. It's more. It's for the so so now let's configure IP addresses and run pins. So you can save your work. Save the work you configured here, the configuration you've done here. So do right and save. So exit, do right. Right, so now it's very easy. I'll type it. I'll type it. But like I mean it's not the only thing that we did there is just I'll type it. So now let's do show start since you save. Let's do show start.